Happy Monday. We have a lot to talk about today, so if you find value as always in today's episode, smash the like button completely free and subscribe for more content. Typically put out videos Monday through Saturday on this YouTube channel, although yesterday I dropped a bonus video, which is definitely worth to watch if you are a SoFi and Robinhood investor and also a trader too, because there's a lot of short-term catalysts in that video as well. Also, me personally, I'm a very long-time bull in SoFi, and the more and more I look at Robinhood, the more and more I want to be a long-term bull in Robinhood too. Okay, so to jump right into things, we have a lot of data coming out this week, which can really go ahead and move this market. Obviously today, not really a whole lot. The market is very much green. A lot of it is carrying over from Friday. And also we're seeing a lot of holding as well too. The market pretty much dipped a little bit on open today. It's 11:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here. So right when the market opened, it showed kind of a little bit of weakness per se, and then we're seeing a lot more strength now, a lot of buying pressure actually pushing up stocks very much higher. There's a lot of optimism this week going into this data, primarily Wednesday. Unemployment rate is going to be really big. Along Thursday, initial jobless claims, and then Friday CPI data, that's going to be big as well too. Also, the reason why it's going to be so big is because we're 37 days away from the next FOMC meeting. The Federal Reserve's page will not load here. What is going on here? 17.17% of a chance of another rate cut. And is another rate cut really going to happen? Well, the overall stock market will very much have to experience, or not even really the stock market, the labor market will have to really experience a nose drop. Unemployment significantly ticking up higher. Inflation continues to go down, but we're seeing the labor market pretty much weaken over time, just like back in December. December, we got a unexpected rate cut because of some of the data. So Powell is still in power up until May. We very well might be able to get another rate cut in March. Who really knows? But don't bank on it. And at this point, the market is probably more than likely not banking on it too. I'm certainly not banking on it. SoFi has been growing tremendously along with all these companies. I mean, SoFi, AMD, Palantir, Hood, Meta, Adobe, they've all been growing the last couple years in a very high interest rate environment. So you don't really need interest rates to go back down to zero per se to see these companies prevail. They have a great management team. Obviously, if we do get interest rate cuts, then it's going to be a much added catalyst for these stocks. And SoFi is going to benefit hugely, especially their lending department, which I talked about in yesterday's video. But to really just go over some updates right now, we're seeing Palantir doing a very nice recovery. Pretty much like I was saying, the market opened. The first 5 minutes is always, right now I'm on the 5-minute time frame, so each one of these candles is 5 minutes here. And basically pretty much we had a very quick little sell-off, and then a solid recovery, and then boom, around 10:30-ish, really breaking higher. AMD too. Very nice push higher. Palantir is doing a very strong recovery when they ended up shocking Wall Street entirely, like 70% growth rates on earnings, and the stock completely sold off. Pretty funny. Glad I picked up some shares last week. Same thing with Robinhood. Glad I picked up some shares too. We really got to watch this initial IPO as kind of like support and stuff on Robinhood, because the main thing about it, and now we're on the daily time frame here. Every one of these candlesticks represent 1 day. Once again, I am not God. I can't predict the future. Neither can you all too. Unfortunately, Wall Street has access to data that people like myself, a retail investor and a trader, doesn't have. But something up here where I started to actually buy Robinhood back in November before Thanksgiving, I bought this entire semi V-shaped recovery, And then I also was buying along here too. And then on this drawdown here, I was also buying last week as well. I really want to see earnings tomorrow. And the thing about earnings is that there is no doubt in my mind that they're more than likely going to put up great numbers. It may not be a shell shocker, kind of like Palantir in a way. Do I believe that they're still going to be doing a triple beat? I honestly do. I could be wrong here, but every single stock that has been triple beating has been selling off. So I haven't bought any more shares of Robinhood just yet, and the reason being is because if we do experience a sell-off tomorrow and we do get back down to $70, which if we go all the way back to June of 25 when we came out of Liberation Day last year from this massive sell-off, we have some support around this area in the low 70s, maybe even right at $70 itself. After that, it's really a free fall, and that's what's going to spook a lot of people except for me, because I'll be buying more Hood shares on my channel profile here, and I'll also be buying more Hood shares on my private account as well too. So I got to really see what happens tomorrow. A very sinister side of me really wants Hood to kind of go down to Chinatown a little bit. But regardless, here's the thing. Regardless, if Robinhood does break back down and we do fall down in this area, I'm going to pick up shares. If we go ahead and do a V-shaped recovery over the next couple weeks, I'm still going to be buying shares because it's not going to be a straight shot up. There's going to be some pullbacks. There's going to be some red days as well, just like how we saw down here. Even if we go back further to Liberation Day lows, you get a massive green candlestick, then you get a pullback, another higher, then you get a nice pullback as well too. Then boom, let's go break out. You get a pullback. So definitely take advantage of just red days. Is what I'm going to be doing. Not an FA here, but I just have learned very much strategies around buying dips on phenomenal companies that come out and put up triple beats, and they get kicked in the nuts here and they go much lower. So tomorrow is going to be a very, very watch day for Robinhood investors out there. And if you are a Robinhood investor, please let me know down below. I want to go ahead and pull up my channel profile here now. For anyone that is not aware, I'm doing a public account challenge, taking this number here to 6 figs over the course of 17 months. Beginning of next month, if I have to deposit a large sum of money again into this account, then it's going to be 16 months, because it'd be kind of cheating to continuously depositing very large sums of money, $2,500 in increments. I'm not about cheating, but I'm also not a gambler as well too, in the sense of let's just go ahead and be on margin, which is essentially gambling, and also being very much on a lot of uneducated short-term options as well too, pretty much hoping that stuff is going to come tuition. But if you've been following this channel over the last couple months now, it's kind of funny because my Robinhood position was up over 20% at one time, actually 25%. Same thing with Palantir, Adobe, I was at like 15%. PayPal, I was actually at like 10%. Honest, I was up by like 15% as well too. SoFi was over 110% at one point. Meta was close to 20, holding its gains on Meta. AMD was over 20%. And I was actually talking to a good friend of mine that watches this channel. And one of the questions that he had was, hey, why didn't I, cash out a couple months ago when I was very much in the green? Morning, water cheers. Once again, I am not God. I can't predict the future. But what ends up happening is a couple months ago, I said a couple things. I said we could very much rally into Christmas, which we pretty much did not get a rally. We just were sideways. And then we can experience a rally in January after earnings or a drawdown after earnings. The drawdown happened. So what did I say was my strategy? Continue to buy shares. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple weeks. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they look at this and they're like, I can't be in front of my computer. I can't be in front of the market. I'm going to go and do other things. No. Okay, when the market is green and soaring to new highs, that is the time to go and play golf. That's the time to get away from your computer. That's the time to go out and do other things. When the market is going down to Chinatown, you need to be buying. Okay, if you're a long-term shareholder of phenomenal companies like SoFi, it's a very simple strategy. You buy the blood, you buy the fear, you buy the dip, you pick up discounted shares for the future. If you're a trader, you buy the blood, you buy the fear, you buy the dip, you sell the rip. It's a simple terminology. But on the other hand, sure, I could have sold out. I honestly was probably on this profile a couple months ago when it was at its highs here. I believe the entire I absolutely despise Webull. I should have done this account challenge on a brand new Robinhood account. My main profile is on Robinhood. Ironically, I chose SoFi to invest in February of 2024 instead of Robinhood stock. And the reason I did that is because I have the mentality of you don't shit where you eat, or yeah, I think that's the right thing. But very happy that I'm a first time Robinhood shareholder now. Very happy. But at the account high, like over a month and a half ago, it was like up by instead of being 1,600 now, it was up by I think 20 something percent. So you're talking 7-8 grand, maybe 9 grand. I think at one point. Your strategy, it's all about having a strategy. Have a strategy for if your companies go down. Have a strategy if they go up. Have a strategy if they do nothing. Okay, they go down in price. You pick up, my strategy is picking up more shares. They go up. I look why they're going up. I look the PE ratio. Okay, they just released earnings. The stock should be moving up. SoFi should be trading in the $30 right now. Anthony Noto did an interview, which I talked about on Saturday's video. Definitely check that out. A couple days ago, I uploaded it. He did a retail interview by another YouTube channel. And he stated that he's in a blackout period right now. But come time March, if SoFi is still undervalued, he's going to pick up more shares here. And yeah, SoFi is undervalued. And the thing about it is that the way he was talking is about SoFi should be valued at a 40 to PE ratio. Okay, very much a high trading multiple because they are a fintech. They're not a traditional bank. Okay, you can't just look at their revenue and value them like a bank. They have financial services and everything else. You gotta value them, and they honestly gotta be trading a little bit rich. The reason why Palantir has such an insane multiple, same thing with Tesla, is because they are a very technology-based company and Wall Street will give them that insane evaluation. So my strategy is very simple. SoFi, other companies I own continue to go down here. You pick up discounted shares. Now, is the V-shaped recovery going to end up happening? Or I should say modified V-shaped recovery going to be happening? Absolutely, okay? Just because a stock is going to be discounted like we're seeing on Hood, does that mean that Hood is over? No, because that means the company would have to be stopped. I mean, even PayPal grew on a year-over-year basis by 4%, okay? PayPal still grew on a year-over-year basis. Like, their stock price is being beaten down because of internal factors. Internal factors, along with external too. Other companies are eating up PayPal's market space, and along with their CEO, Alex Chriss, just turned out to really be a flop in a way. So they're facing a lot of internal pressure. But when you look at a company like Hood, are you going to say, well, man, we reached all-time highs back in October 25. I guess that's it, right? Let's it's over. It's over. it doesn't friggin' work like that, okay? It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of external factors right now in the market, along with companies per se. We're going to be eventually getting a modified V-shaped recovery, and it could very well be something like this, but we will, over time, be very much busting through all-time highs with this company. Robinhood is a phenomenal stock brokerage account. My first brokerage app was Robinhood. I've used other ones out there such as Moomoo. Not really too much of a fan. Webull has always been my day trading, my very aggressive trading account. Ironically, it's now turned into pretty much a long position here per se. But I mean, they're not going anywhere. They're obviously going to be making a ton of money when crypto comes back, especially Bitcoin begins rallying again. They're obviously an innovating company, and they're going to be getting even more people using their app with Gen Alpha coming into the workspace and also the technology space as well too. And also Robinhood is so user friggin' friendly. It's incredible. Not to mention at the same time too, Robinhood will eventually be a hard competitor to Webull, and they're going to bring 24-hour trading back. Don't quote me on this. I believe Robinhood did have 24-hour trading at one point. I remember when I got into the market during Rona, I couldn't buy stock until 9 a.m. It was the most annoying thing on the planet. Now I got it. It's 7 a.m. on Robinhood. You got to wait to buy stock. And you can go all the way up to 8 p.m. On Webull. I can do overnight trading. I could buy at 04 in the morning if I wanted to. Very different. So I have a lot of big expectations around Hood. That's really my game plan for tomorrow. I just got to double check really quickly. I believe Hood's earnings are after hours. When Robinhood earnings, morning or evening. Almost positive it's after hours. Could be wrong here. Hold on. It is earnings in the evening at Taco Tuesday. So let's go ahead and see what happens tomorrow in the evening at Taco Tuesday here. Shorter video than my normal 25-minute videos here. As always, if you want more of me, definitely check out my links down below in the description. My community is down there, such as my information. I do run other YouTube channels as well, too. I have not advertised this one on my other channels. I really want to keep this building. And we're on a road to hopefully be at a couple hundred subscribers on this channel in the next couple weeks here, okay? As always, be safe, everyone. Do due diligence like I have. And let's go ahead and see what tomorrow brings. Later.